What's up everybody, and welcome to my first MCU based video here on my second channel. Basically, I've seen a lot of videos of what they supposedly might do with Namor. And don't get me wrong, I think it's great that Marvel wants to introduce a more indefinite Latin superhero. Even though we've already had some with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Yo-Yo, Ghost Rider, whoever this guy is. And Moon Knight is technically Hispanic, but I know he's mixed with Jew. But I still count it. But on screen, we've already technically had two Latin superheroes with Ajax in the Eternals. Though it was short-lived, I think she did a great job and it was cool nonetheless. And then we also have the lovely America Chavez. One thing I will say that is kind of funny is how the MCU introduced a Mexican Latin superhero whose powers are essentially crossing borders. Alright, all jokes aside, I am proud to be represented and I think she's gonna do a great job moving forward and I can't wait to see more of her. Also, this is not talking about possible Latin superheroes coming up, such as the Falcon, or the Falcon replacement from the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. But yeah, back to Namor. Supposedly they're gonna make him part of the Mexican, Aztec, and Mayan culture, with a hint of possible Kree alien DNA, which has long been introduced in the MCU with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other MCU movies. My primary issue or concern is that they're basically gonna make Namor a Latin knockoff of Black Panther and the Wakandans. A technological marvel, pun intended, that serve a god who blesses them with power and wisdom, far beyond other cultures, whose male monarch is the primary leader and hero, just underwater with Mexicans. And the reason I say Mexicans a lot, it's clearly not that I have an issue with it, because don't get me wrong, I'm proud of it, and it's just basically that's where the Aztecs and Mayans were. Or are. Whatever, you get my point. And so the real point I'm trying to make is that I think they're stretching it way too far to this. What I mean by that is basically Namor is just gonna be essentially a shirtless brown superhero that could basically be a Black Panther copy, just with a cool headpiece and wings on his ankles. And I'm not sure if they're gonna go as far as to possibly use gold as a Black Panther vibranium substitute for his suit, if Namor has a suit. Because if that were to be the case, then he might as well just be part of the Peruvian Inca culture. Which makes more sense if they choose to go with the gold route. Because in Peruvian Inca culture, they did worship their own god known as Inti. So that would make more sense to me. The only issue I have with that is that it's basically gonna be Killmonger suit with Yellow Jacket's features, or something like that, like a mix. Which again, I wouldn't be that mad about because for those of you who don't know, I am half Nicaraguan and half Peruvian. But like I was saying, I really just don't want Marvel to jumble up blacks and Latinos like all together in the sense that they're basically the same superhero with different origin and similar abilities. And I get it, the comics are loosely based like that. But what if they have made Shang-Chi have like Chinese jade rings, or a suit made of jade which is heavily associated with Eastern Chinese culture? He'll basically be an Asian Black Panther with a green or jade suit like Iron Man's vibranium nanotech suit. But for real, listen, I have no idea what they're gonna go for and I don't want to pretend like I do because all I've really done is watch videos just like you and I have no idea what's really gonna happen. I also don't have a single clue if they will even go that far such as to tackle Latin, Hispanic, or even Native American issues. Kind of like how Black Panther had some elements of African American and African cultural social issues. But they didn't even do it that much, if at all, in Shang-Chi or the Asian community. Basically, I do understand that these ethnic superheroes are kind of sensitive to make, and just as sensitive to portray because you cannot please everybody. And like I said, I have no idea what Marvel or even Disney for that matter is gonna end up doing. I just know that if Namor is truly gonna be shirtless, that actor who's gonna be him is already like in his early mid-40s, and I have no idea how long he's gonna keep his figure up to do that role. But all in all, like Tyrone Magnus, I also have faith in Marvel. Have they let me down or been in the wrong before? Slightly. But hey, what do you think Namor's gonna be about? If you're of Hispanic or Latin culture, do you think they're gonna tackle certain issues? And do you think they'll do a great job representing us? Or if you're Native American, do you think this film will touch on certain Native American issues? I mean, the film technically is gonna be about Atlantis. That was supposedly a city sent underwater due to outsiders coming in, invading, murdering, and stealing their stuff. That rings a historical bell to some. Or either way, if you just don't care, let me know, but I really hope you enjoyed this video as I do plan on making more MCU Marvel-based videos in the future here on CBF1+. And if you think I'm handsome or a serious dork, make sure to check out my second channel, Christopher BF1, where I make religion and hip-hop centered videos. Alright, you guys, stay blessed for real. Let me know what you think. Peace.